It's actually quite nice to not be out of breath when we start the show. It's
brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely.
Like letting other people do our, do the dancing.
You know what they say to that, don't they?
What's that?
Don't work hard, work smart.
We don't do either. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Sunday morning show. Good morning, Dan.
Good morning, Lester.
How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
Very good, thank you very much.
Very good.
Good week?
Yeah, another busy week of editing and trying to piece things together, planning.
Yeah.
Stock's coming in now.
And we've started moving the shop around slightly, haven't we?
So stock is arriving and we've got to make a plan for this year. Don't know how this year's going to pan out, to be honest.
No, it's hard to plan when you don't really know the end date of things, do you?
No.
It's just,
Difficult, very
the
difficult.
same for everybody, so...
Yeah, absolutely.
Get on with it, won't we?
Yeah, absolutely will. But what I want to talk about this week is Wilbur.
Wilbur, yeah.
Because Wilbur's lost all this weight.
He's lost, I think, currently 2.5 stone.
2.5 stone, and maybe losing a fraction more
Yeah,
by the
it
time we
looks
film
really
this.
good for it.
Very
massive,
impressive.
noticeable differences. Sometimes when people lose weight, you don't notice it so much, but he's thinner in the face, isn't he?
Yeah.
Looks fitter. He's got no bum now, has he?
Got no bum.
He literally has no bum. He's obviously his clothes now are too big for him.
Yeah, so he's had a new wardrobe.
Yeah, he's stuck really strictly to the.
That's what I'm
diet.
most impressed about.
Yeah,
because it's hard.
I'm impressed with that, but my concern when he starts eating normally, whether that weight will then.
Well, there'll be a plan. I think there's like an exit plan.
Because I think you'd need to increase his calorie intake, wouldn't he, towards the end? But gradually, I guess. Yeah.
Well, should we have a chat with him?
Yeah, let's have a chat with Wilbur.
Let's have a chat with Wilbur and just see how he did it and how he's getting on, and then what his exit plan is. Little Wilbur.
Not so little, getting there, close.
Medium Wilbur. So tell us, Wilbur, you've been on a bit of a mission during this lockdown, haven't you?
Yeah, so just over 6 weeks ago I started a diet, a 1-to-1 fitness diet, and I've lost 2 stone 8 pounds, 2 stone 9 pounds in that time, so it's quite a lot.
What has made you go down this line? What's this all about?
Obviously you see all the tall guys, like the elite athletes like McElroy, Koepka, they just look ripped all the time, and obviously you get a couple of players like Aberbarnmat. He's obviously the same sort of size as me, but I just thought I'm just going to lose a little bit of weight, feel better for myself, and hopefully improve my game.
So you've done it through obviously the special program.
Yeah.
Fitness-wise, what's the fitness side of it been all about, or is it at the moment just focusing on weight loss?
No fitness at all. So I'm on no carbs. So if I do any fitness, I can do a bit of walking, but if I do any like weights or anything, I'll just feel like I've got no energy. Okay, yeah. Because you're not eating a great deal, are you? About 1,000 calories a day at the minute.
And how does that compare to what you used to eat?
So it's probably close to 3,000, so 1/3.
Okay. So it's a lifestyle change, is it?
Yeah.
I mean, what happens when you've hit your target? What is your target?
So my target was 3 stone, but I think I'm going to go for 3.5.
3.5.
Just to hopefully lose a little bit more off the belly.
Yeah. Okay.
But I've lost, I think, 20 inches in total from my neck, my waist, my chest, and my leg. So quite a lot. And has it been hard?
I mean, to go from 3,000 calories a day to just 1,000, or certainly at the beginning it was like 800 calories, wasn't it?
600 to begin with.
Right, okay.
I found it quite easy because I was having 4 meals a day of these products. So it just took over for my meals, and it actually filled me up, so I was okay.
And do you think lockdown has helped this?
Big time, yeah.
Has it?
Yeah, normally so if I was at an event, like a Pro-Am, you'd eat after the Pro-Am, normally it's a pie or something like that, loads of carbohydrates.
Yeah.
Or like you're on the road to some McDonald's, or you go out with your friends, it's a couple of beers.
Yeah.
So not drinking as well, I haven't had a drink in like 7 weeks. So.
Okay. So once we've hit target then, how does your lifestyle change from there? I mean, have you spoken to the people that have helped you get to where you've got to, and how does... when you come back to real world, so when we move back to non-lockdown, you're in and out of the shop, you're coaching, you're playing, you're practicing. You need energy.
Yeah.
So how does it work from there?
So it's a step process on this one-to-one diet. So I'm on like step 3 now. Which is step 4 and 5 is just helping you like maintain the weight.
Yeah.
So you keep bulking up on the calories. So you'll get to about 1.5, 1.6, and then you should maintain that weight. But obviously you've got to keep an eye on it.
Okay.
And you can't have a real bad day like a pizza or something like that. A couple of bad meals. So just be a bit careful.
So what happens to your lifestyle? Because when we go away on our little adventures,
yeah.
We go to a curry house and we have a few beers and we're having a bit of fun and laughing and joking about. But how does that affect you? Is that something that you are going to start to schedule into your diet? Or
definitely.
Does your life? Because it's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, you just have to be a bit careful. So if you have a bad day, like a curry or something like that, just the next day, just be a bit more careful and check your weight once a week. And if you've put on a few pounds, okay, next week be a bit careful.
And are they going to help you with a plan like that?
Yeah. So the lady I do it with is Lisa.
Yeah.
That's Sophie's mum. So she's a consultant and
Okay.
she's in contact with me all the time. So how is it going and everything. So if I say, okay, I've had a bad day, so I'll still have products around the house. Okay, well, take away one meal and just have this product instead.
So how is it going to work on the golf course? So I would say you're somebody that doesn't necessarily, I don't see you eating a lot on the golf course. You tend to eat maybe before we go out and play and then when we finish,
yeah.
which is, I'm pretty much like that. I'll maybe nibble on something as I get round. But how are you moving forward as a golfer competing, going to try and keep your energy levels up during a round of golf? Have you got a plan, or is this something that's in the sort of schedule plan?
I'd say it's in the schedule, and I've been thinking about it as well. So a main thing is just like I've just been drinking water.
Yeah.
Whereas beforehand I used to have like Lucozade and Coke and stuff like that, and that's like fast. You get your energy fast, but then you have a downer off of it. So. Yeah. You might be okay for 3 hours, and the next 3 hours you're low on energy. So taking that out of my diet, I feel a lot like more neutral.
Yeah.
I feel a lot better. Also, I've got these bars that I can have on the course as well.
And they're like an energy bar?
Yeah, so it's a protein bar.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of my meals, but it's like 200 calories.
Yeah.
And it fills you up. So if I just nibble on that on the way around, it'll be okay.
And I think it's important, especially for someone like you who's going to be on camera and certainly out in where people like to chuck their tuppence worth in, don't they? People always like to comment on, oh, Will, you should be doing this or you should be eating this. I think it's important from your point of view to make sure that you stick with the plan that you started.
Yeah.
And work with those people and
yeah, you see a lot of people that will go on a diet and then put the weight straight back on and then back on a diet. They're on a diet like 3 times a year. So you just have to maintain that weight and just stick with it, be mentally strong.
And do you feel better? How do you feel?
I feel pretty similar, to be honest.
You don't feel like you've changed?
Not yet, no. But I haven't really been doing much. Like I've been a couple of walks, but I feel a lot different on the golf course. Like when we're walking 3 or 4 miles, I think you'll find it a bit different.
Okay, and how does the golf swing feel?
Pretty similar. It feels okay. I'm just a bit nervous, thinking it's changed a bit, but
yeah,
we'll soon.
Do you feel like you've lost any speed?
No.
Still gunning it over 300?
Trying to get it there, giving it a few whacks when I head out in the middle.
Well, I thought that was really good with Will.
Yeah.
Very good. It was great to chat with him about it, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a positive step for Will in his quest to become a player, isn't it really? I mean, I think it'll just help. From my own experience of, I'm quite into health and fitness, you can get away having excess weight in your 20s and maybe early 30s, but as you get older, it starts to have sort of health issues related to being overweight, and it would affect his golf. I mean, at the moment although he's carrying that weight, he's a reasonably fit guy, isn't he? He's quite flexible. He can run. Like you wouldn't, someone of his weight before and his shape, you would think that they would be less mobile than he actually is. But Will's a really good sportsman. I mean, people won't know, but he plays cricket to a decent standard.
Yeah, he played to a very good standard.
Yeah, I think he played.
He can move his way around table tennis.
He's a good table tennis player. Plays decent darts.
Yeah.
He's a very good sportsman. So just sort of now he's in his sort of approaching his mid-20s. It's a good step, and it's part of a good plan, isn't it?
Where he will. So if he'd have carried on the way he was kind of going and such, and let's say he maintained what he was, his weight at that higher level. Where the hard bit comes is when you start to playing in local events, when you're locally in this area and things like that playing, you can manage your fatigue quite well.
Yeah.
You know, because it's when you start travelling, big time travelling, like if you start having to, you know, so if he got onto the Challenge Tour, for example, and he had to travel to different countries, different time zones, that's where you need to be fit and healthy, because you're moving from your diet is moving around. I mean, I've travelled quite a lot with the filming world, and it can take it out of you big time.
Do you think as well you're more susceptible to picking up illnesses and, you know, little things? I suppose injury as well. You'd even think of injury because of the extra weight that your body's having to sort of move around and
I mean, you remember when I came back from Malaysia? And I was really poorly from that trip. We went out to Malaysia, and I'd been on a Pro-Am before I went to Malaysia. So I went to Spain, did 5 days in Spain, and then flew out to Malaysia from there. And by the time I got back, I was shattered. I was in bed for a week, wasn't I? But it will take it out of him when he gets into that big travel world. You know, which tour golf is that? Like, you have to jump from tournament to tournament, to cultures to time zones, and it takes it out of you.
It's got to be a benefit to him. If you think how well he's done in the last sort of 18 months since he turned professional, and he's really gone up a level or even 2 levels. So I mean, that's going to be, hopefully that push him on again, because he's got to feel better about himself, and it's got all aspects of life have got to improve by getting his weight down to a more manageable level. And
what I said to him is just keep hitting golf balls. Because he needs to just come in. He can come into the studio in here, or go up to a practice ground, or wherever he's got a field. He can hit a few balls and just keep the swing moving. Because do you remember what happened to our friend Jimmy? We had a good friend who lost a lot of weight, good scratch golfer, but when he lost all that weight, he game
lost power,
just,
didn't he?
Big time. Well, he lost his whole game. Kind of went, his feel, his control, and his body movements all changed. So I just said to Will, just keep hitting balls. You know, the good thing is he believes that he's maintaining his speed.
I saw that. He put a little video on Instagram, didn't he, a couple of days ago?
So, so at least that's going to be a positive for him. So it won't be a major change when he comes to playing golf.
Because it has affected some sportsmen quite considerably. I remember Andy Fornham lost a lot of weight, and he was darts world champion, wasn't he, in the early 2000s, I think. And he completely lost form, didn't he? I think Phil Taylor did as well, lost a lot of weight and then struggled. In
the golf world, David Duval. Do you remember David Duval? He fluctuated a lot with his weight, and then he went into the bodybuilding kind of stuff, and his game just like went from like world number one major winners, winning majors and things, to just fell off the edge of the planet with it, didn't he? And then he built it. Took time to come back. So he's got
a lot of academies now, I think, in America, isn't he?
Is he? I don't know what he's doing.
That's what he does now, but
he's on TV, I think now. But
quite a bit.
So well done to Wilbur. And what I will say as well, that if anybody is interested in understanding a bit more about what the diet that Will has gone on, I will pop a little link in the description. So I know Will's had lots of questions come into him saying, you know, how have you done it? You know, and I think that some people have even signed up to the program that Will's done. So if you are in that boat and you want to have a little look at what Will's done, in the description of this video, I will pop a link in there, and it'll take you over to an area wherever Will kind of goes and does his dietary planning from there.
And even if you're just interested in having a look at what Will's done, then
but it would be interesting.
Go then have a look.
Absolutely right. So I've got one that's come in here through Instagram, which is from Andy Avon Love. And he's asked, Dan, do you have a schedule for the 2021 of where you'll be playing for this year, as in where we'll be filming and doing all those things? And I've got to say, at the moment, even though I am in the middle of trying to sort out, I've got lots of filming opportunities. As in, like, I've got lots of things to do. We've got lots of places to go. But at the moment, as it stands right now, we don't have that actually planned in as to what we're going to do. But we will have that plan, and we will have a schedule as to what we're going to be doing moving forward. So I'm assuming that's just Andy wants to see, and then maybe if he's nearby, he might be able to come over and
maybe if we do finalise something, then we can put a little schedule up.
If they do want to come and see us. There will probably be the schedule. I'll probably pop it on the website. If we do it, it'll be on my website. So, but I'll let everybody know when that happens, and if that does happen, as to what our scheduling is going to be. And it'll be more along the lines of what we do with our course vlogs and stuff like that. But obviously the golf days, the coaching trips, and that will all go onto that website as well. So
people can see what they're available for, and
see where we are in the world, or in the UK, wherever we end up. So I have an apology to make.
You're at the moment, all you're doing is apologising to people.
I feel like I am. I have to apologise at home as well. A lot.
This shouldn't be the Sunday morning show, it should be the apology show. Who's upset now?
Kirsten. It was Rainier's 50th birthday. And it was on the 20th.
It's not even just a regular birthday. That makes it even worse.
No, it's awful.
Oh, shocking.
I can't believe it. And I knew I had it planned in, and I didn't write it down properly, and I've missed the date, which was back in February. So I do.
It's not even the same month.
No, we're in the wrong month. Even yeah, I know.
That is
so
shocking.
we've had a board meeting, and Lester and I, and we've decided that all birthday shout-outs should now go directly to Lester rather than me. And you will find that in the link here of his email address.
Just email me anything. You get too many emails, to be fair. I don't get as many as you, so I tend to be able to...
So can we just wish him a happy birthday? And I think, actually, what I think we should do is quickly sing.
We might as well wish him a happy 51st. It's nearer his 51st and his 50th.
Rainier, I do apologise, so we're going to sing to you now. So
right, before we do that...
Yeah.
I need to give a birthday shout out so we could sing to both of them at the same time.
Yeah, we'll do one song.
One song. I don't think it requires two songs, do you?
And do we actually have to sing every week from now on?
No. The whole 20 minutes of us
singing happy birthday.
So I've got a birthday shout out as well.
Go on then.
And this is from Claire Bramley to her husband Chris Bramley. They live in Bangor, Northern Ireland, and it's his birthday today.
Today?
Yeah, so happy birthday to Chris.
Happy birthday, Chris.
Well, it doesn't say how old he is.
But
age not disclosed.
What I like is the fact that you've got it on the right day.
There you go.
Well, see, that's why these emails should go direct to you. Link in here.
And if people could have their birthdays, on a Sunday, it'd be even better because then it relates to the show.
Maybe that's what we should say. Only send in if your birthday clashes with a Sunday.
People will be changing their birthday and stuff, wouldn't they?
Right, how do we sing this then? Because we've got obviously two people to sing to.
Just sing at the same time, but just when we get to when we get to just don't say their name.
Well, I'll say my name and you say your name. So I'll say Rainer and you say
I'll
Chris.
say Chris. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chris. Happy birthday to you. Oh, that was lovely. That's very good. I think we've done that first take and everything. Yeah. So happy birthday, everybody. Right, I think that's it for this week's Sunday morning show. Have you got anything else you'd like to report?
I haven't, no.
I think next week on the show, again, we're just trying to get through some equipment reviews and things like that. And some people find that interesting, some people don't find that interesting. But we are excited to actually get back getting our course logs done again, because that's the main objective of what we want to do for this year.
Should be in 4 or 5 weeks' time.
Yeah, fingers crossed we'll be able to get. I'm on the case at the moment to try and get a location for us to get out early on and get something done. We'll probably do something out here at Torquay first out with it, and then take it from there.
Perfect.
Right, everybody, thank you very much for taking the time to watch the Sunday morning show. We'll see you next Sunday.
See you next Sunday.